2009. Open like most others do, with a giant line. Also with the expected whole way performers, so we had to do what we always do.
There's been 30 seconds left. Oh my God, he's on steroids. His eyes are gonna blow.
Holy crap! That right there illustrates the very essence of GenCon. It's the greatest place in the world to be because there's so much to do. That is not what I meant. Really, you know what? That's cool. That's very, very cool. Hey, move! Ah. Is she into me? Yes, she is. Note to all the guys out there. When cavorting with a booth babe, watch your posturing. Nervous shock posture of, holy crap, she's hot, is an instant turnoff.
Yeah, I do all the fanfares, Comic-Con, E3, so I'm pretty familiar with the gaming shows. I've never been out here before. This is my first time to Indy and my first time to Gen Con, so everybody's really nice and it's been great.
Very cool, very cool. I've noticed it was like whenever I interviewed other booth babes, one of their main complaints is people just stop, stare, and keep moving. Has that been going on with you, or has it just been a general, pretty normal experience so far?
It's been pretty normal. I mean, people have been coming up, taking photos, and everybody here's so nice, so I really have no complaints, to be honest.
She did, however. Michael, not Silk Spectre, she fights back.
What actually got you involved in the superhero works? I mean, I read a lot of the press releases, but I really don't know if what's true or not.
Well, actually, I'd have to say that the press releases are what got me into superhero work. There's nothing like a little attention for a girl who likes attention.
Wow. What kind of superhero work have you done recently?
Oh, well, you know, mostly bank robberies, anything that'll get you the most press. I'm a pretty tough girl. I think I can handle it.
Let's be honest. Do the robbers rob the banks to meet you?
I would like to think so, but you know, crime is just a bad thing anyway, so if you really want to meet me, why don't you send me a letter instead of robbing a bank?
Best save point ever.
You know, I am too, or I wouldn't wear shit like this.
Right on.
Hope you got that on camera!
Know what else is fun? Getting your own sharp and pointies. But I wanted the real thing.
What?
Michael, he's not going to fall for it again.
Zach and Zach. Zach. All right, Zach. Where are you from?
Mooresville, Indiana.
Ah, so you're local. What brought you here to Gen Con?
Gaming, of course.
What sort of games you into?
RPGs, Zelda, obviously.
No, Zelda is actually a lot of my friends' all-time favorite game, so there's no doubt about that one. What got you into gaming to begin with?
Video games, probably Zelda, actually.
What did you actually think Coalition War?
Oh, it was awesome.
Did the good guys win in the Coalition War, do you think? I'm a human support. I'm a human supremacist.
Yeah.
DBs are horrible creatures. Wait, why are you role-playing an elf?
No reason.
You know, I happen to have friends within the ISS. Are you for Tolkien?
I'm a medium.
What's your views on magic?
I like to inspire.
All right, call Emperor Prozac. Tell him we have a Magic Ace empathizer saying. Oh, you're still here. All right. one last thing. Can you share with us your favorite role-playing memory? Everyone always has that one moment where you're just the most badass person and you did it, you pulled it all out of the fire. Can you share with us your favorite memory?
I was playing D&D with a bunch of my friends, and I'd just broken out of jail and stolen a rapier. And there was a guard, full plate mail. And he was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Blah," and I attacked him. And he was like, "Did you just attack me?" And I go, "No, I didn't." The DM critical failed, and I critically won. And he was like, "Okay," and just kind of walked off. It was one of my favorite memories ever.
Michael now faces a more evenly matched Nevermind.
No more! Please! Mercy! Oh! I mean, these are really nice swords, but we actually got it all going.
Yep. Well, it kind of sprung up from our fighting group, Belagarth. We were making weapons for them, and we just kind of escalated and grew from there.
I mean, this company is actually one of the most popular companies here. I mean, about 4 years ago, everyone had these. You will see people beating each other over the heads constantly. I actually heard that they actually had to start making rules to stop people from almost trying to kill each other. I mean, what's that popularity been like? I mean, it has to be pretty awesome.
It's been really great. It's great seeing people walking around with them. It's great seeing people fighting. After the call closes, people go out and they're fighting in their hotels, they're fighting in the parks and stuff, so it's a lot of fun.
All right, let's stop.
Put your shield in front of you.
Next in our brief booth tour, Woodland Scenics.
And more right here. Just look at the detail. I should not get my hand in the way here. Just the detail itself, just the care that they did in order to create something of this magnitude. Woodland Scenics is definitely a company to check out. Wait, I think one of these things might be some... Hello?
Hello.
Oh my! I think it's alive.
Partially.
Do you have a name, sir?
I'm labeled.
You're...
Alice.
Oh. What are you doing here at GenCon this year?
Trying to hide from the fans.
Hide from the fans? Why?
Because they ask stupid questions like, "What's your name?" when I'm clearly labeled.
Well, I can't read.
I can, so it's no excuse.
But wait, this doesn't make sense. The label's facing away from you.
It doesn't matter. I see all.
Oh? Really? So, do you see this?
Yes, stop that.
What did you do to my fingers?
I burned them.
Ow! Ow, 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 ow! You know what? I'm gonna edit you out of this. I'm gonna make you look stupid.
No, you are not, for I edit all.
Wait, what are you doing? No, get down! You turned me into a bunny! How did you edit that?
I edit all. Were you not paying attention?
Next in our tour of weirdness, we'll have a word with a Cthulhu cultist.
Hello, sir. Can you give us a name and what brought you to GenCon?
Gorthak the Invincible, and I'm here to perpetuate the madness of my dark lord, who's about to devour the earth any minute now. Promise, we'll take a donation.
Dark Lord.
Cthulhu, the one who sleeps beneath the waves, the one who will eventually rise and devour all of humanity. First making him mad, we think he's doing that now through reality television.
Well, I do understand that his budget's reality television, but why is he going to devour everything? I mean...
Oh, he's very peckish. Thousands of years under the sea, first thing you want, donuts, which we seem to be very similar to in his view.
Well, I'll admit, we do eat a lot of donuts, and I've had my share or 20, but how can I get in good with this guy? I mean, I don't want to be eaten.
Well, really, you can't avoid being eaten. You have to be the ones eaten first. It saves a lot of trouble in the long run.
Oh. Tell me about this, how do I get eaten first? I mean, do I just set up a catapult and launch myself in, or...?
Oh, we have many methods, but really you have to join the organization to get some of the more effective ones that we've come up with. Some involve projectile launches, a few involve just having a right mindset that makes you a little more appetizing.
All right. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to be going away now.
Oh, we have much more literature to show you. It's all over the booth. It's unfortunately not free, but
I'm just going to be going.
you must have the mind devourer.
Speaking of things that'll destroy your brain, now we go into anime.
You know what? This is a voice acting, voice dubbing panel, and you guys may be in for more than you bargained for. My name is Vic Mignana. I'm a voice actor, director, composer, producer type guy.
About it being like, you're off flap, do it again. And what that means is the mouth movements are called flaps.
Really let loose a little bit. Remember what we said early on? It's much easier to have to go, oh, that's a little too crazy, than it is to try to get somebody to give you more. So let it loose. Okay, step on up to the execution chamber. Okay, you know what? This is the one I noticed. Did you see that? The line is underwritten a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got a lot more flaps than who do you think, okay? So let's change it, okay? Okay?
Yes, and obviously he's going rhetorical with it because he's like, duh, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the thing you can tell me. Don't make it sound like too much of a real question. Well, you tell me, you know, you're being a wise ass a little bit. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's watch that back. Okay, you know what? I want to give you a new line. I'll give you one guess, Karoni.
Yeah.
That's your line, right? I think that'll work when he moves it back a little bit. I think you started just a tad late, but I think that may be perfect. Yeah! What's the second line?
Okay.
One more time, darken your voice. Did you notice how when you practiced it, you went, Karoni. And when you did, you went, Karoni. So stay with your, it's easy to get, the change when you start having the new stuff, the track playing and stuff. So keep that same Karoni, that same attitude when you practice.
And this scene, as we've all seen, is exaggerated. It is cartoony for a cartoon. So, you can go there.
Nice. Good job. Give him a round of applause.
All right.
Then for the truly depraved, Friday Night Improv.
Bizarre ways to describe the taste of a wine.
Chocolate.
Wisconsin brew tastes like shit.
Four reasons to hate people that play Risk.
Two half those raining and on the seventh day of GenCon, my true love gave to me.
You had to be there. As for someplace you should have been, Lokian Productions had 2 of its films screened at GenCon. We made the most of it.
Me and my friend there, Loki in the back, who's actually responsible for this monstrosity, has actually been filming all day. All right? You've probably been seeing me getting killed. I got killed so far by Captain America, Thor, Loki. Who else have I been getting killed by?
Silk Spectre, that was your favorite.
Silk Spectre's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good way to go.
Oh yeah, it definitely is a good way to go. It was like getting beat up by an angel. But I want to do 2 things. First of all, I'm going to be getting killed here in front of all of you for your pleasure. And for the fun of it, the director here wants a round of applause for my death, just because I called all his works a monstrosity, and I have referred to him as one of the worst structures I've ever worked on.
film that screened at GenCon this past year was HoboCon by Imminent Entertainment. We ran into them at the GenCon dance, and they thought that they'd made the first documentary ever filmed at GenCon. Or so they thought.
All right, so we came last year to basically show GenCon what it is from a first-time gamer's perspective. We came with no food, no money, no hotel arrangements, and really no idea what we were getting into. Throughout it, every time we would do an interview, we would say, hey, this is what we're doing. Can you help us out in any way, shape, or form? Hotel, food, anything. And directions to a bathroom. And everybody was so kind. They hooked us up at every step. We ate awesome. The only real problem that we had was sleeping, but that even worked out in the end, too.
You actually showered?
We showered both days.
Yep.
But the issue we had with sleeping was just because the guards at GenCon are really good. They pay a lot of attention, and you close your eyes here at night, and you're out. So we got shoveled around quite a bit until we finally found some floors and some hotel rooms to sleep on. Second night, we ended up sleeping in a penthouse closet.
Literally underneath the stairs.
A closet underneath the stairs. That was the only place somebody would let us sleep. So you do what you got to do. But no, it was a great experience, and the way we treated things with people was we actually brought little buttons that said "I Heart Hobos" and HoboCon, and we actually traded those buttons for the food or for the.
All right, that probably explain the HoboCon shirt. So
yep, HoboCon shirts.
That is actually our DVD cover.
In black and white, of course, but.
I guess I should tell you guys a little bit of something too. Actually, when I started going to GenCon down in Milwaukee, and one of the things is people used to sleep in the convention center. This is actually the first time I heard that they would kick you out, because in Milwaukee, it's like I was there at like 2:30 a.m. There was just people sleeping everywhere. So
we had actually witnessed that the year before here when we came to kind of scout it. I come to GenCon every year, but I brought my friend Rob, who's the third hobo of our group. We brought him, and the two of us just kind of scoped it out, and there were people in the middle of the night sleeping. And then the next year, they decided to really tighten down, which happened to be the year that we tried to pull the stunt. So there were a lot of things we thought were going to be easy. The animator room used to go all night, and we thought, well, I've seen people sleep in there, we'll sleep in there. And then the anime room closed at 2, so that didn't work out. So at any time we would sit down somewhere and our eyes would close just a little bit, they would tell us to get out. So.
And kind of just to get everyone's perspective from a different level, Jason's been, at that point, that was your sixth one. Fifth one. Rob, that was his second one, and that was my first ever. So I had no clue what to expect at all. I just came in, at that point, I wasn't even a gamer. I was a hot rodder. So I came in and looking around like, what the F is going on? This is insane. I cannot believe how kind these people are, because it was a totally different community for me that I'd never been exposed to.
I did mention there was a dance, didn't I? Something else going on right above the dance was the Lacefield wedding, a true GenCon first.
Like let them dance about 15, 20 seconds, and then say, now you're going to dance with Phil.
3, 2, 1. Nice toss.
I'm throwing a smaller, lighter, less deadly one.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Present to you, Mr. and Mrs. Philip Blaisfield Jr. Hold on just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Philip Blaisfield. And now, Philip, you may continue with this surprise director.
Devourer of worlds.
What brought you to GenCon this year?
I'm hungry.
But there's not that many worlds here at GenCon.
But this one is plump right.
Well, I understand that you may be just a little bit hungry, but can you consider eating Origins instead? I mean, they kind of suck.
I don't know. You look close.
It's just an optical illusion, I swear. I mean, in reality, I'm skin and bones and only 300 pounds of fat, you know? You need meat, you need muscle. I don't got it. I swear I don't got it.
Well, I do have to have a certain limit of empty calories.
All that I ask is that you don't make... Oh my God! What's that?
Where are you? I won't fight long. I mean, get back here, or I'll eat you. Or then I'll eat you. Or... Yeah,
Oh, hey there, guys. Can I get a quick interview with you? Hell no. What do you mean by that? Oh! Very cool.
We've covered a lot of things. Do we miss anything? Oh yeah, gaming. Costumes.
What game memory will stand out in your mind till the end of time? You will always remember the day when you did something. What was it?
Probably the day that I beat the very first Mario Brothers, because I tried for years and threw tantrums and finally got it. So that was huge for me.
I did get to play Dungeons and Dragons with Dave Arneson, one of the co-creators of the original game.
Super Smash Brothers. It's the first time we got it, and my brother physically broke the controller because he played it way too much. So we had to get like 2 new controllers because he kept on breaking it from playing it too hard.
There was not too long ago, a bunch of us got together because, you know, it's been 15 years and we had a game that we talked about. So we actually set aside a day, got, you know, put all the kids, the babysitter, got together at one house and gamed all day. And I played an Alchemist, which I'd never played the Alchemist before in a D&D setting. And it's a great goofy character. His friend had an old module from the 70s. You tend to run up to people saying, here, put this up your nose. And one of our characters, hello gorgeous.
What up?
Had accidentally been turned into a polar bear. But was defending but she could communicate telepathically with the only like pre-literate guy in the group, some Stone Age guy we happen to have. It's a very diverse group. Sure. And he was being attacked by mer orcs, and as the bear was trying to, the bear couldn't get down the ladder, and I ran up to the bear and was like, you know, bear, drink this, and I made the roll, and the bear actually didn't swipe me. The bear drank it, and then the DM asked, "What was that?"
Yeah, it's not bad.
It was a flying potion.
Especially when he starts.
So there was now this polar bear swimming through the air, swatting bear hugging them off the ladder. And meanwhile, the Stone Age guy is looking up and essentially seeing his Snow Bear Clan god flying down to rescue him. One of the most absurd moments in gameplay. And just.
All right, well, you guys remember ColecoVision? It came, you could actually, I had the one with the keyboard where you could actually program in a game. It was very cool, but it had one game on it. My parents bought one game for this. It was Astro Blast. Basically, you had a little spaceship and you had to go back and forth and shoot asteroids.
I played that.
We had it on a black and white TV. I had rolled it over, like rolled the score over back to 0. It took me 2 days to do of almost constant play because you couldn't pause it. And when I did, all my friends were over and the TV fried. And when it fried the ColecoVision. And I was an absolute hero because at that point, nobody had ever heard of that going on because, you know, I mean, it was still Atari. Like,
It would have to be back in down in Atlanta. We were doing a Ravenloft game actually, and everybody. There at one point where basically my character died, and I just let out this blood-curdling scream, and everybody in the room just got dead silent, and it was really amusing. So. But there's so many others. Other than that, the games that are funny, like the Paranoia and Toon, those have been some wonderfully classic moments. But that was a good one.
It has to be. It's really complicated, but essentially it comes down to I was running a game called 30, which is about the Knights Templar, and. There is a moment when the characters are playing the 30 knights who disappeared on October 12th before the King of France came and got, and took them away. And there is a moment when the players were playing the game, a Knight Templar actually walked into the room, and it fit the context of the game. And people jumped and a couple of people screamed, and it was fantastic because for that brief moment, for just half a second, everybody at the table was convinced that what was happening in the game was really happening. And that was what I wanted out of the game. I wanted that suspension of disbelief to not just be a suspension of disbelief, but a complete disengagement from the rational mind of this can't be real. And for that one moment, what the characters felt was what the players felt. And I think that's the ultimate goal of a role-playing game. Because a role-playing game is the only art form where the author and the audience are the same person. You can't have that moment in books because the book has a veil between you and the book. You can't have that thing in movies because there's a veil between you and the movies. You can't even do it in theater. The only way you can do it is in a role-playing game where you are both the author and the audience at the same time.
I think we might be dead.
To wrap this up on a truly final note, what better way than a Michael Zack death montage?
Wait, it didn't work!
GenCon really hates Michael.